Hi there. So, if you feel like your emotions are kind of like exasperated or blown up, or you feel as though everything's being blown out of proportion today, you just feel very like overwhelmed, or you don't know why, where this is coming from, the moon was in conjunction with Jupiter today, and Jupiter is about to go retrograde later in the week. So, we're going to take a super quick look into why this energy could be affecting us so much. And then what we need to receive, release. Okay, action and healing. So again, the Queen of Cups, and with this, the lid is closed, so it's everything that we have kind of pushed down or repressed, the things that are a little bit more uncomfortable to open up or allow to come up to the surface. It's like all of that is being triggered or exasperated, or it's just like really, yeah, I keep hearing like that blown out of proportion, just things are being really blown up. And there's this energy of, it's like you want to like fight it off or guard it or kind of stuff it back down, or it's like, why is this happening? Why am I experiencing all of these emotions that I normally have like so much control over? Or if like, say like you did something to trigger someone else's sensitivity, you feel like their reaction is like disproportionate to like what you actually did. Like you feel like they're kind of like stirring other people up emotionally, and everyone's kind of like coming at you, and it feels like it's being really like blown out of proportion in some way. But it's because there's, in relation to like something that you can't see in regards to the other person. It's like something that they're very sensitive about, that they don't easily open up to or reveal to others. So it's like you wouldn't have even known that that was like a sensitivity. And then now, instead of having like a healthy way to come forward and communicate that, it's like kind of pushing you away by, or like getting you in this energy of feeling like you have to defend yourself, or like getting other people kind of like riled up or like triggered to be like upset at you. So like kind of blowing it up, or like making it out to be like your actions were like purposefully intended like one way, rather than it just, yeah, it's something towards like you can't see here, so then they're like very triggered, so then they need to have this like story validated that you're like this terrible person or something, and because they can't face some sort of emotions within themselves, so you're in this energy of like having to like overly defend yourself or stand your ground and be like, okay, I may have like messed up because I didn't realize, but it's not like that bad, or I'm not necessarily like, I didn't have these like horrible intentions. It's like you see everyone just being like so upset at you, or kind of like taking their side, and there's obviously more here to this other person that they're not revealing or letting out or showing in the situation. It's like they feel uncomfortable, whoever it is here that's in this energy feels uncomfortable like going within and like actually sitting with their emotions, and so it's like they need to like kind of like push it off or project it off onto someone else, and then like validate that through like then going to others and exaggerating the story, so then other people get really riled up and everyone's kind of like coming at this other person, and then they can sit in this position of security to be like, okay, yeah, like that's not me, like I don't have to deal with that, and they're actually just sitting on like the true issue or the true problems just being like covered up, because they're again then projecting it like onto you or someone else, and like getting everyone else like focused on that or something very specific. So we have the Lovers, and the receive and the release, we have the Ten of Crystals and the Tower. So this is definitely in regards to any sort of self-sabotage energy. Like with the Ten of Crystals, with this person being facing upright, it's in regards to self-sabotage. So um because there's this other person that's like in their power more, like that can easily kind of like emotionally influence others to kind of like come at you in some way here. And so in the past, it's like because this person is in their power so much, it's like you kind of like then gave your power away and made certain like unhealthy choices or decisions that then inflicted like this onto you, or like brought this chaos onto you, or it's like then you made like these very self-sabotaging chaotic like choices or reactions, because then you were being triggered too, but then it would validate like whatever this other person's saying, and then they seem to be like sitting in their power, like cool, calm, and collected. And again, it's like this never has to come up or come out. They're never held accountable for like the feelings within themselves that they actually don't know how to deal with, and that's why they're able, but again, they have like a lot of power in the situation somehow, or just over others, so they can easily influence others emotionally to like kind of fight their battles, or just like validate whatever they're trying to tell themselves in order to feel more secure and feel like they don't ever have to like go within and look at something about themselves or deal with something within themselves. So it's like in the past you were like falling victim to the situation by making choices that then put you in like an inferior position, or just like self-sabotage that like brought like more chaos into your life, that then like validated, and then it appeared on the outside like you were this like unstable or harmful person in some way. So then other people felt like, it's like other people came at you even more. It's like you had very little to be able to defend yourself. So it's like it comes down to um, like having the high ground to, or like the oversight in the situation, like taking a minute to, not being like overly emotionally controlled or led astray. So you could take a minute to like kind of assess the situation and make really healthy choices and decisions that are best for you. And so then it's like even if this other person is trying to project this energy onto yourself, you're no longer like making those choices and decisions that then validate what they were trying to say about you, if that makes sense. So that's kind of how you take your power back, is like regardless of whatever someone else is trying to do or project onto you or say about you, you just continue to stay really calm and focus on your goals and make really healthy choices and decisions for yourself. And then you're not bringing any of that extra chaos on yourself, or like, yeah, validating what other people are saying about you. So over time, people will see with the action of 3 cups, it's like over time people will see like your efforts or your heart. So it's like you're not going to have to do a lot to like sway them, persuade them to like see your side. It's like it will kind of speak for itself, and you'll find people that you can come together with and share and have really positive experiences, or like trust in some way. So with the healing, we have the 3 of crystals. So it's like whatever this energy is, it's like someone using like outside forces, or outside, like someone using their like status or power in order to gain um to influence others emotionally and to gain control of the situation by like riling others up to kind of like come at you, right? And so um you kind of had this like distrust for others, but a lot of the people that hurt you or betrayed you, again, were being like influenced emotionally by someone who's like coming across very different than like how they actually are, like on the inside or something. And so it's like having to heal this perception of like trusting others, or like sharing with others in some sense. Like there are going to be people that you meet moving forward, that you can trust to like share with or open up with on like a more emotional level, because not everyone has the same like weird agenda to like use the people around them as like scapegoats to never have to be like held accountable for like the chaos inside of them that they're like projecting out onto others, or something. So there's definitely like a really beautiful healing here, in teaching you that there are going to be people that you can trust, people that have your back, people that lift you up, people that want to see you really fulfilled and aren't just here to like use you, take advantage of you in some way, or just like use other people to hurt you. It's like because of that like third party nature, it created even more sense of like distrust of others. And so now you're being given this really beautiful opportunity to heal what's happened in the past.